Hello, this video is sponsored by the Vinyl Guys. Hello guys, thanks for joining me today. What we're going to be doing today is a tool unboxing. I recently purchased a new tool to help me in my shop. I've never owned one of these tools before and I've never used one of these tools before, so this is a new experience for me in using this sort of tool. I did look at a cheaper version of buying the tool, but I was reading some reviews on it and they didn't seem that good on the reviews, so I purchased the tool what I could afford with my budget. There is more expensive versions of this tool on the market, but from the reviews what I've heard on this particular brand, they was all very good reviews. So what we're going to be doing today, we're unboxing the Katsu portable pocket hole jig. That's the item there. I purchased this off eBay, it's brand new. I purchased it off eBay from AIM Tools. It cost me £35.95 I think it was. That was with delivery included. Come with quick shipping, but I'm going to get on, we'll unbox it, we'll have a look what you get inside the box. We'll go through a few little things. I have had a quick flick through the instruction book, but we'll go through a few little things and we'll take it from there. So, opening the box, take out the packaging. You get a bag of screws. I think there's 100 screws in there. You get a bag of accessories. That's a portable pocket hole jig accessory. You get the instruction booklet in English, and then you get the actual pocket hole jig. And nothing else in the box. So you get the toggle clamp, so you can put your workpiece in there, like so, and clamp it securely. There's 4 holes in the base to securing it to either a worktop or a piece of wood what you can move around portable. Right, just having a look through this book now, you get 2 different sizes of drill guides. The drill guides on the back, which is closest to the adjusting knob, these sizes will do 1¼ inch to 1½ inch. The sizes on the front, closest to the toggle clamp, will do 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch or 1 inch thick. It puts a different angle of drill into the pieces of wood what you're drilling. With this drill guide as well, you can also set it so you've got your 0, which is your centre of your wood. So if you slacken this knob off, these will actually slide into the middle, so you can put them so far apart, or you can slide them all the way to the end, and you've got a little line on there, and you've got a little scale on there to show you how far you're putting them apart. So obviously if you're doing a long board like so, and you clamp that in there, then your pocket holes will be so far apart. If you slacken that off and move them closer, then that's how far your pocket holes are going to be apart. So for this one I'm going to put them on 2 centimetres away from the middle. and I'm going to tighten it up. So that will give me 2 centimetres either side of the zero of where my adjustant's going. That's what it tells you in the book anyway. The bag of accessories. You get one square-ended driver bit, one step drill bit, you get a bag of dowels for blanking the holes off once you've drilled them and put the screws in, if you want to do that. And in this little bag there's 4 screws for mounting it to a worktop. There's a collar for putting on your drill bit, and there's also 2 little Allen key bolts, which I'll show you those in a moment. And then you get this piece where if you take these 2 pieces off, you can use it as a portable pocket hole jig, so you don't have to have it fixed to a workbench. You can attach these to that piece and use it as a portable for moving it around here, there and everywhere. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to set it up and then I'm going to try it and drill some holes in a piece of wood and screw them together. Right then, I've got a piece of wood in the clamp now. I just adjusted it so it wasn't too overly tight and not slack. It's just holding the workpiece in place nice now. So all I've got to do, I got my drill bit, I took it out of the drill first, I put it into the hole, put the clamp on the drill bit, but I let the drill bit touch the bottom of the metal first, and then I just brought it back about a millimetre off the top, off the metal, so when you drill through, as it's not going to go all the way through the wood and drill into the metal base of the pocket hole jig. So I've just set these to 2 centimetres either side, and now I'm going to do a series of pocket holes along this piece of wood, and then I'm going to screw it to another piece of wood. You do get a bit of turnaround on the back of the wood. Like so. And I also noticed a little bit of aluminium filings. I think it's just where it hasn't been cast properly on the inside. So it's just the drill what's taking the shavings out of there. So all I'm going to do, I already drilled 2 holes before I started the camera. Them's the 2 holes what I've just done. So I'm just going to move it down towards the end now. Make sure it's firmly on the bottom. Clamp it into place. you see, you just get that little bit of tear right there, but nothing a bit of sandpaper won't sort out with that. And then you can see in the bottom of where the holes are, where the screw sits. So I've just got a piece of wood here now, and I'm going to join it to that piece. So I'm going to swap my drill bits over. I need 6 screws. I'm going to start off at the far end. Put the screw in. Make sure it's lined up. So there you have it. That's what, obviously you'd have them screws on the inside if you was doing a table or something, or so you'd have no visual screws coming from the outside. As you can see, there's no screws poking through there. They're all on the inside. And that's a reasonably strong joint. Obviously I put glue on there as well, and then it'll be even stronger. Like I say, I ain't no expert on these pocket hole jigs or pocket holes. This is the first time I've ever used one. Yeah, quite impressed with that. And then if you wanted to, you could use these little dowels and block your holes up, and then just sand them off. But yeah, that's the Katsu portable pocket hole jig. Like I say, I'm no expert on this. I'm still learning. I'm still a baby in the woodworking world. Like I say, that's the jig. It's made out of I think it's cast aluminium. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you is you get these little Allen key bolts. Now, from what I've read in the instructions, these are the little Allen key bolts. There's some holes. There's one there and one there. These little bolts, you screw into them holes at the bottom. So if you're doing anything less than half an inch thickness of wood, you have to screw these into the holes, and when you put your piece of wood in there, you have to rest the piece of wood on top of these Allen bolts. I haven't actually got a piece of wood that size to show you. I'll just try and screw one of these into there quickly a minute and show you with a thicker piece of wood. It is a little bit fiddly because it's very close to the bottom casting. I suppose you could take them off and then screw it into place. I'll just try that. Yeah, it's easier taking it off than trying to do it in situ. But as you can see, you get two of those little Allen bolts. So, just let me find a piece of scrap there a minute. So when you get your piece of wood, there's the Allen bolt I've just put in. You have to rest that piece of wood. I know this isn't a big enough piece of wood, but I'm just showing you for purposes showing you. You have to rest that on top of there. Obviously you've got one on either side, and then you have to tighten the toggle clamp. It doesn't give any explanation or any reason why you have to do this in the book. It just tells you that that's what you have to do if you're using anything less than a ½ inch thickness of wood. And these little bolts store actually next to the toggle clamp. Let's put that back on there. Yeah, those little bolts are stored there, so they easily come out for you to use if you need to use them. But I don't think I'll be using them on anything, because everything I use is either 3/4 or upwards 3/4 an inch, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. But like I said, there is a cheaper version. Well, it's not a cheaper version, it's a cheaper pocket hole jig. It's just a piece of aluminium basically with 2 holes drilled in it. I think that was the silver line one. I think you can buy that for about £6, but you don't get any drill with it. So to buy a 3/8 step drill bit like that one, I think the cheapest I found, it was just under £6. That was on eBay. So that's like nearly £12 there. I know this was just under £36 for this full kit, but at least you get some screws to start you off. Plus you can take these off and make it portable. I'll put some pictures of the other brands up. I know there's a Craig and there's a Triton, there's some other ones, but I know one of the brands is near enough 3 times the price that this one is. But for me to pay that sort of money out, to just have it sitting there and perhaps get used once, twice, 3 times a month is a bit outrageous. But if this does the same thing as one of those at a higher price, then that'll do me. But like I said, I'm going to put this on a board as a permanent fixture, and then it makes it easier when you're trying to drill things. It's not moving around everywhere. And also, as you know, I told you I bought all the wood to do the framework for a stand to put the DeWalt table saw on. Well, unbeknown to me, you actually get bigger sizes of panhead screws, and the Craig screws are absolutely outrageous in price. So I bought some Phillips head, 2.5 inch, because I downloaded a size chart of what screws you need for what sizes of wood. So it said for 4x2 wood you needed 2.5 inch panhead screws. So I bought 2.5 inch screws. There's 100 screws in this bag, and they cost me £5 compared to, I think it was nearly £19 for the Craig ones. So if they do the exactly same job as what the other screws do, then I don't see any problem in using these. But that's all for this video now. If you've got any questions you'd like to ask me, then please leave a comment in the section down below. If you've seen anything in this video that you think I'm doing wrong, could you please leave me a comment and tell me what you think I'm doing wrong, and you know, I'll try and rectify that for next time. I'll leave all the links in the description down below as usual, and hopefully the next time you see a video of mine will be a build video. I know it's been a while for me doing a build video, but I've had one or two problems that I've not been able to overlook, and we'll go from there. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.